Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm going to do a video tutorial really quick on how I photoshopped my son's newborn pictures to make them look a little bit more professional. The program I'm using for this Photoshop is called photoscape, and it's a free download. I just got it online. I've never had issues with viruses or anything, and it's just really user friendly. For a little bit more intense photoshopping, I also really like GIMP, but today we're just going to use photoscape. So I'll click on editor. This is the picture of my son that we're trying to duplicate or recreate. On here on the left is where you can select your photos from, and then we're going to go down here. I'm going to show you really quick the setup that I had for this photo. Oh, I don't want to save that one. So here's the setup. I just have, really this is all, I got it all at Goodwill. The fleece blanket, so the black fleece blanket, I also have a brown one that I switch out for a backdrop. Underneath I have a baby quilt to add some cushioning for him in case, you know, maybe he tips over a little bit. This is a green basket I got for like $3 or $4, and then inside is a white minky blanket with a silk backside. This is just the setup in my living room. I also have out to the left of this picture a really big window and a lot of natural light coming in. It was probably about 11 o'clock in the morning when we took this, because he's a really happy baby right when he wakes up, and so that's a good time. Also, having a burp rag, if your baby's in that burpy, spitty stage, a burp rag on hand is really good, because I probably spend about 50% of my time just cleaning up his spit and making sure he didn't get all over the props. Here's the basket photo where you can kind of see a close-up. There's still a lot of blanket and details. So we're going to go find the picture of my son that we want to Photoshop. It was really hard to get a good picture of a squirmy baby by myself. My husband was at work, so I was on my own this morning. So it's not in the best focus, but this is the one that I really like. I let him keep his finger in his mouth because, you know, that's what he does a lot, and I really want to capture the baby that he was at this time and stage in his life. So we're going to click on Home, and then I'm going to go to Brightness and Color and Deepen. This is a tool I found recently and I really, really like. So I'm going to go up to about 80 for this picture, and really it's just kind of some guessing. I already know all this because I've done it a couple of times today on these photos. So, okay, we'll set it at 81. Then you can brighten and darken kind of as the picture needs. I also really like what Deepen does to his skin. It gives it a lot more professional look and kind of adjusts any lighting errors I might have had. Contrast, I'm also going to put up to about 10. And that takes away most of the rest of the background and still gives him a really good look. I love his eyes and the green diaper in this picture. Click OK, and then I'm going to go to my backlight. I tried with positive 25 and positive negative 25, and because I've already done it, I know that positive negative is what looks best. So we're going to click on it. If you notice up here, it's going to lighten a lot of it around his head. Kind of just finish off the picture a little bit. We have one more thing. I'm going to click on Tools. This is my clone stamp. Clone stamp, make sure it's on the biggest size or whatever size is going to fit for the area that you need. I'm going to click Control and my left mouse button. Also, if you're not really sure how to use any of these tools, a lot of the explanations are down here and they tell you how to use them, which is really great about this program. I'm going to click here, I need it down here, and then I'm just going to clone. So this is duplicating the circle on the left into the circle on the right, and it's going to get rid of any of those leftover blanket lines that I have. And this is really great if maybe deepening the picture makes the baby look a kind of funky color and you still want to go in and make it look good. So if I need to re-click my area, I right-click to exit out of the one that I'm on, and then I left-click again. Just go up in my area and get a couple more of these little spots that are hanging out. So that is it, and then I just click on Save Photo. Thanks.